Alright, what is up everyone? We finally got some new information on the PlayStation 5. Finally, for the love of God, we've been waiting on this forever. So basically, there's been an article that came out about Sony's CEO finally saying that games will be announced soon for the system. This is great news because we've all been left in the dust wondering what is going to happen with this next generation. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to say next generation because Microsoft, on the other hand, everyone knows that they've been showing a bunch of stuff. Well, not a bunch of stuff, but you know what I mean. They've been way more active with the community than PlayStation and Sony have. So this is just great news. I have this article from IGN and I'm going to read it to you guys. So the article says, Sony CEO says PS5 games will be announced soon. In parentheses, Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida has said the company will be announcing a lineup of games for PS5 soon. Speaking as part of a statement about corporate strategy for Sony, Yoshida, according to Bloomberg, said, "We will soon be announcing a strong lineup of PS5 games." Games. That is the key word in this article. I'm just so happy that we're finally getting news for the PlayStation. Like, all this speculation has been going on for months. All of that is cool, all these leaks and everything, but the fact that we can finally get another E3 type event where we're gonna get shown a bunch of amazing stuff is just great news. I'm hoping for a bunch of things personally, like God of War 2 and Spider-Man. We just have to wait and see what they show. Anyways, continuing the article, it says, much has been made of Sony's relative silence on PS5, particularly its games. In recent weeks, especially when compared to Xbox's somewhat more open approach to revealing its own Series X console, which is what I discussed earlier, where Xbox is just like letting everything out. They might still have a few surprises up their sleeve, but for the most part, they're pretty much going straight for this generation. There has been speculation about the PS5 event taking place in June, and some have taken this statement to support that, although Sony has made no further comment. Continuing on, it says, as part of the corporate strategy report, Sony also outlined the future of its games and network services department. The launch of the PlayStation 5 scheduled for the holiday season of this calendar year, which, by the way, I have a slight feeling, I don't know why, I don't think there's really been anything that leads to it, but for some reason, I feel like they're going to release it in October. Don't quote me on that. Obviously, there's nothing backing it up, but for some reason, I feel like they're going to release it in October. I don't know why. Anyways, it says, we will deliver even more immersive experiences on a game console. Higher speed, enhanced sensory perception generated by its revolutionary controller, and sound delivered in 3D audio will combine to realize truly next generation console game experiences unlike anything before. One thing to note there in that part of the article where they say revolutionary controller, we've all by now seen the controller and we've heard all about the new technology that it has with the rumbling stuff and all that. I'm hoping it's going to be the same way that they hype it up to be, because I have a Switch, I have a Nintendo Switch, and that also has 3D rumble, where it's like the realistic rumbling whenever you're playing a game, and they're claiming that this controller is going to have something similar to that as well. And for me in the Switch, I just don't feel it. It doesn't really feel any different to me. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, call me crazy, but for some reason I don't really feel it as much. So I'm just hoping this one is truly immersive in the way that they're saying it is, which if it is, that's gonna be great. But I gotta really see it to believe it when it comes to the controller. To finish the article off, it says, as a part of the statement, Sony also announced that Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO and President Jim Ryan is now also a senior executive vice president of Sony Corp as a whole. Until we're shown some PS5 games, we always have the recent Unreal Engine 5 demo, which shows us how they could look. Sony recently made it clear that the PS5 hardware was on track and that there were no major issues with software development for the console. Now, with that wrapping up the article, some thoughts that come to mind are how they're going to exactly do this event or whatever this game announcement thing is. There's been some rumors where it's going to be called the Slate of Play instead of the State of Play. Like I said, not everything is for certain right now. This is basically the only hint towards it. The rumor in the street has that it's going to be around June 4th, which I feel is a good timing because last generation when the PS4 was getting announced, I remember they announced the system. They actually not announced it, but they showed the system on stage at E3 around June as well. So I guess they're just gonna go with that same formula. The good old days of E3 are done. There's no more E3, so they might do their own own conference. They can't even do that now with the virus going around, so they might have to do their own in-house live stream or something just to show everything off. Or they might just play the badass way and go trailer after trailer, gameplay after gameplay in one big live stream and just show it off that way. Either way they go, I'm just as excited as I'm sure all you guys are, and I can't wait to see what Sony has up their sleeve. I know this video was a bit short, but I just wanted to share this information with all of you, especially considering that I'm a bit late to the party and other people have already made videos on it, but I still want to just bring it out to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or even commenting. I'll comment back. And also, if you would like to support the channel as well by subscribing, I would really appreciate it because I am a small channel. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and take it easy.